All right. Let there be light. Let there be light. How y'all doing today, man? What's up? What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Oh man, we afternoon right now. What's good? What's good in the hood? How y'all feeling? That's what's up. Yeah. I got some black history for y'all today. I told y'all on my platform, uh, Black history is 365 days a year over here. I'm always on my Tom Joyner. If you don't know who Tom Joyner is, Google him, you know. A DC fixture, you know. I want to take our culture and our history outside the lines of just February because we making history and doing groundbreaking things every day. And the people that I'm bringing to you, of course, you know Frederick Douglass. We all know Frederick Douglass from, history itself, from what he done did, to help free the slaves. And, he was what is it, I can't say that name. I mean, that word, abolitionist, abolitionist. All right, I gotta look at the word and pronounce it out. But but he was an activist. Let's say that, and to free the slaves, and he was, someone that uh fought fought for his freedom and became a free man. And I did a video earlier on about within his freedom time frame, uh, Frederick Douglass made his way to Scottsdale and was doing work there with people over in the UK that were for, civil rights and freedom for all mankind. So you know, so that was another layer that I found out about Frederick Douglass that I never was taught or read in the history book. So, you know, I just feel like that was one of the, I think one of the, that's one of the benefits of going to a HBCU. The culture and the history of a HBCU teaches you about the other layers, not just what's on the surface, what they generally teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin Luther, the activist side of him, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize. And I guess you got to keep it soft and generic when you talking to kids. You know what I'm saying? That might have been kind of too much to talk about a death of that magnitude about this man. And they don't want, or I suggest, just don't want you, basically, just telling you too much to make you scared and upset about, because that could be horrifying to a child when you're telling them that, especially inner city kids like myself growing up that's going to a neighborhood that have, or being around, neighborhoods that have active shooting. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe it was a good choice that we didn't go in depth and we kept it on the surface. But, you know, uh, I just feel like you go in depth when you uh, go to a HBCU and you go into layers that you really need to know about what this person was like and what affected them, what fueled their fire to go hard the way that they did. You know what I'm saying? It's just what I feel, and it's what it is, Um, you know, so uh I'm gonna give you some I'm trying to think of something other than what you don't know about Frederick Douglass, all right, but let's start with the other two ladies, Jennifer King and Queen. No, I'm sorry, Assistant DC Fire Chief Queen Anunay just appointed the new Assistant Fire Chief of DC. Okay, big for a black woman and big for the culture itself. The women is really doing their thing. We got a white, no, we have a black vice president, a woman that's from a HBCU, big, thank you, President Biden. And now Justice Jackson is getting ready to get sworn in. The women doing their thing. That's all I'm saying. Let's just give up the props to the women that's really doing the work and doing and making their contribution. Not saying that men not doing their thing, but let's just acknowledge the progress. I have a cousin that's a lawyer. So salute to you, you know, uh, Michelle Lockhart, and amazing person and doing her thing on a stellar level. You know what I'm saying? With the law in DC law. So I just wanted to shout her out in this video. And like I said, I wanna highlight the local heroes, the heroes that nobody talk about because they're not considered a celebrity, you know. So when we have platforms such as podcast channels, you can celebrate your own heroes and you can make regular people into celebrities because you just giving them their flowers, their shine, their due. So that's my whole goal. When I do a 365 a year, 365 days a year, Black History, I want to honor our local heroes, folks that you can touch and have a conversation with that's not out of reach. For the most part, people that's really making a difference right here in real time. So that's where I'm at with it. So, all right, let's get into Jennifer King. You might be asking, who is Jennifer King? Jennifer King is the running back assistant coach for the Washington Redskins, Washington football team, and the Washington Commanders. That's who she is. She comes from the DC, the Washington Divas, if I'm not mistaken. DC has like two uh uh professional women football team. They had their own league, and this lady is from that league. She know the game. She's a champion, like four-time champion. The DC Divas, the Washington Divas, them won like six, I want to say titles, six championships. And it's gone under the radar because the league is not big. And if you're not in the loop, you don't know about it, you don't hear about it, but it does exist. And my fact, I need to do something on them. Let me write it down right quick in my notes. Washington Divas. And there's another team, the Washington Protege team. These are women football teams here in DC. And Proteges. Okay, so when I do that story, I'll do them both. You know, to get them their shine at one time. You know, for being the only two women pro football teams here. Now, you know, the Commanders, I just call them what I say, SWC. That's my acronym for Skins Washington Football Team Commanders, SWC. So SWC is now going to Virginia. They haven't confirmed it, but I see the writing on the wall. It's a done deal. So they're no longer in DC or Maryland once this happens. So I would like to see a new football team come here, either to Maryland or DC, or a team can come to DC and in Maryland, so we can have for real 3 teams, because DC, Maryland, and Virginia, we share the metropolitan landscape. We neighbors, so we claim each other. I claim each other. So we can have a team in each state, you know, or each area. You know, that would be fine with me. So therefore, we just won't have to follow SWC. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's get a DC team and a Maryland team, and let's enjoy all 3. So you pro clubs, football clubs, we had the Washington Violets, and they won the chip for us, the arena football. I was at the championship, so I need to do something on them. Washington Violet, you know. A lot of the college guys, and then they was trying to get another semi-pro team going that was going to be televised, and then COVID hit. So, you know, a lot of them guys are straight from college or then got cut from trying out. And if you beast out in these arena leagues, then you can go try out for the NFL or over in Europe or London, with London, UK, same thing. And go over there, or the Canadian Football League. So it's leagues out here that you could play in to make you some money. Now, are you making millions? No, but you can do what you love and call yourself a pro if you have love for the game. Now, if you just doing it to get paid, then you know you seeking to get on the highest level, and good luck to you. Sometimes you gotta go, through the bootleg to get to the real deal. Like, I will rock a bootleg rollie till I get a real one. That's who I am. So you got to go through the bootleg leagues to get to the NFL or the NBA. You got to go to the G League, But if you really love what you do, it wouldn't matter, because you're living your dream, calling yourself a pro player. Don't discount going through the bootleg system on the stream. And I'm calling it bootleg. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but, I'm trying to make a point. And I'm trying to talk in terms that folks know what I'm talking about. I'm talking to my people, Everybody else that ain't in the loop, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to my folks when I come on here. So that's why I say the words that I choose to articulate, because I'm talking direct to my folks, and to my audience, and my audience is a reflection of me. Everybody that's messing with me, you're like-minded. So I'm talking to you. So Like I told my stories how I locked away all my stories of playing baseball and doing it big, but because I lost, because I didn't make it to college or on a pro level, I never talked about it, but I did my thing. I became a champion early on, which some people don't get to do in their lifetime. So if you make it to a G League or a Canadian or arena football or UK, the NFL, come on, man. Who doing that every day? That's nothing to be ashamed of. That's an accomplishment. So if you ain't going to embrace it, I'm telling you to embrace it. And that's real. We got to stop being ashamed of because you didn't make it to a level that it discount all your hard work that you put in up to that point. It matters, especially when you talking to kids and you give them your story and it fuels them. It fired them up. Your story could be the gas, the fuel that fuel somebody else, that fools somebody else up. That motivates somebody coming from you. You know what I'm saying? One thing I do know, motivating somebody, and say like young kids. If young kids know you, they have a connection with you, and you talk to them passionate about getting better, up your game, practice on your technique and your skills, and they receive that better than talking to a stranger. Straight up. That's why kids, they get more close and have a better relationship with their coach than their fathers or mothers and family members, because it's what they saying to them. You got to build them up. You got to tap into their psyche and motivate. Whatever the gears are, you know, going off and twisting and turning, you got to tap into it. You know what I'm saying? And you just might be the person that make that person go all the way. Just from where you left off at, you giving it to the next generation. And I ain't talking about what I know. No, I'm not talking about something that I don't know. I'm talking about something that I know. We got a kid in the NFL, okay? We got a kid going to the pros, the NBA. My nephews became champions because I gave them my story. I shared my stories with their teammates and motivated them. I was always telling them, don't look, okay, come back stronger and better. Over the summer, work on your techniques. Want it, you know, get better. Practice make perfect or damn near perfect. So let's get into Jennifer King, assistant running back coach for SWC. Let's go. Yeah, I gotta get my computer on. Okay. All right, there we go. I turned it off. My bad. All right, we got some visuals. Okay, that's what's up. And put the camera on her. Let's give our sister her props for being a champion and doing her thing on the NFL pro football level as a coach. Her man. That's big right there for a woman. You know, slowly but surely they integrating women into the NBA, the NFL for coaching positions. And I think it's great, you know. If they qualify, you know, if they could do the job, let them get that money. You know, it's only right. It's only right. All right. Jennifer King is an American football coach who is the assistant running backs coach for the Washington Commanders of the National Football League. King was the first black woman to become a full-time coach in the NFL following her promotions to assistant running backs coach for Washington in 2021. She's born August 6, 1984. She's 37. That's young, you know. She went to Rockingham County High School, Liberty University in Guilford College. Okay. And I told you she played with the Washington Divas. And that's how her name really got on the radar, you know. And and it's not hurting her any that she's a full-time champion in the women's league. So that's how she look. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer King doing her thing, you know. All right. Congratulations to you. You know, she was assistant. No, she was a temporary, and now she's full time. So yeah, that's big in itself. All right, all right. Let's go to our next one. All right. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? What that say? Queen Anonymou. That's her name. Queen Anonymou becomes DC first female assistant fire chief. That's big. You feel me? The women doing their thing. That's what I like to honor right here in the city, you know. Our DC fisters, you know. Let me get our background together. It's a video, but let me I wanna speak it to you. I don't want you to hear it from a video. I wanna talk to you about it. I wanna dialogue with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, because if for that's the case, I could just let the video play. But anyway, DC Fire and Emergency Medical Services Chief John Donnelly announced Tuesday that Queen Anonymou promotion as the first woman in the history of the department to become assistant fire chief. The fire service can be like a slow moving train when it comes to changing culture. Donnelly said in a statement at DC Fire and EMS, we are always working to diversify our ranks, ensuring this is a place for all, no matter one's gender or background, race, religion, or sexual orientation. But make it no mistake, I made this decision entirely on the fact that she was the best person for the job. Donnelly said Anunay has the leader as the leader of the EMS Bureau will continue to professionalize and surpass our residents' expectations of urgent, compassionate, and expert medical care. Promoting her was an easy decision for one of our toughest jobs, Donnelly said. Anonymou has district natives who graduated from Eastern. No, Anonymou, I'm chopping up her name. I'm sorry, y'all. Anunay, a